The Employee Portal Settings page can be accessed via the Payroll Settings tab, which is accessed here and also here. You can find the Employee Portal settings under the Business Management section here. This page is where you configure your settings that will be available to your employees when they log into the Employee Portal and WorkZone. The page contains two tabs, Settings and Access. The Settings tab allows you to give your employees the following permissions. The first set of permissions here are quite self-explanatory. However, you should be aware that if you select Employees can edit their own bank account, this can only be done within the Employee Portal. The bank account section in the employee's profile of the WorkZone app is not editable. The next section relates to configuring the level of access an employee has in reference to timesheets. These settings apply for when an employee is logged into their employee portal and/or WorkZone. There are 5 options under the drop-down box here. The first one, not access timesheets. This means that employees will have no access to view timesheets. View their own timesheets. Employees will be able to view all their timesheets, but cannot edit them. Only edit their own timesheets. If you select this option, employees will be able to view all their timesheets. However, employees can only edit timesheets they created via the Employee Portal and/or the WorkZone app. They cannot edit timesheets created via the kiosk, Clock Me In, or the clock in and out functionality within WorkZone. Only edit timesheets created via the kiosk. Employees can view all their timesheets, however can only edit timesheets generated from the kiosk or Clock Me In. They will not be able to create timesheets via the Employee Portal or WorkZone. They can, however, still use the clock in and out functionality in WorkZone if these settings have been selected. And finally, create and edit all timesheets. Employees will be able to create and edit all timesheets, whether generated from the Employee Portal, the WorkZone app, kiosk, or Clock Me In. The next section relates to clocking in and out using WorkZone. Please be aware that an employee will need to be enabled to use timesheets in order to be able to clock in and out via WorkZone. This can be done from the Employee File Pay Run Defaults page. If the clock in and out functionality is activated, an additional list of settings will appear. These are capture employee photo when clocking in and out. This means that employees will be required to take a photo when starting or ending work, as well as taking breaks. An employee will not be able to complete the clock in and out process until the photo has been captured. Allow employees to apply rostered start-finish times when clocking in and out. This setting relates to giving employees the option of using their rostered start-stop times as their clock in and out times, rather than the time they actually clocked on. For example, if an employee's roster start time is at 9 AM but they've clocked in early at 8:50, they can choose to select the 9 AM start instead. This option will only appear if the employee clocks in and out within the time frame defined as part of this setting. This is the reason for the subsettings here. Employees can apply the rostered start time up to X minutes before their shift is due to start, and also employees can apply the rostered end time up to X minutes after their shift ends. The next setting is send employee reminder notifications. This setting will activate sending a push notification to an employee if they have not yet clocked out X amount of minutes after their rostered end time. The final setting is regarding notifications sent to employees when their personal, bank account or pension details are updated. If this is enabled and the employee has portal access, an email notification will be sent to the employee with a link to the portal to log in and look at the changes. There are no details given about the changes in the original email. Additionally, a WorkZone push notification will be sent to the employee's device if the employee is logged into WorkZone. If this final option is unticked, the employee will not receive an email or a push notification. Once you have configured your settings, press Save at the bottom of the page. You can then scroll to the top and click on the Access tab. By default, a list of all your active employees will be displayed. You will then be presented with a list of your employees. Using the tick boxes to the left of the employee's name, you can individually grant the employee access to the employee portal. To grant access in bulk, click on the box to the left of the name at the top of the table here. This will select all employees eligible for portal access. You can either revoke access, either individually or in bulk from this screen too. Follow the same instructions as per granting access, however click on revoke access instead. From this screen you will also be able to identify any employees who haven't yet provided their email address. These employees will be unable to be granted employee portal access until an email address is supplied. You can then add and/or edit an employee's email address from this screen by clicking on the pencil icon within the email column here. And that's it. The employee portal settings page